Michael Waltrip also coming up to join the fight up front. Down below, Dale Jarrett and Wally Dallenbach. This, by the way, is Dale Earnhardt's 400th consecutive NASCAR Winston Cup start. And Brett Bodine, who is running in 3rd position, started 12th, then to 13th, 6th, 7th, and now 3rd in the Quaker State Ford for Kenny Bernstein. The 98 car of Derek Cope sneaking up quickly on the Quaker State Ford.
Then I was afraid Earnhardt was going to run off and leave him because he was 2 miles an hour faster, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Here comes Rusty. And look, Martin is coming to the front. Started dead last.
Yeah, Rusty, we saw him run up there a while ago, and then the outside went by. Then Mark Martin came along and picked him up, and now the inside groove, inside line is beginning to move up towards the front. Now Kenny Slater goes in 3 abreast here again. And that poor guy in the middle, which is Rick Wilson in this case, that is not the place to be. I mean, it's dangerous in there for one thing, but it also really cuts you down, your speed down. You got nobody to draft with.
It looks like, oh, here's Ricky Rudd on pit road early on lap number 13. The Tide Chevrolet in, and they raise the hood on it. Not a good sign here in the early going. As Rudd, who came into this race 16th in the point standings, back out on the racetrack, single file for about the first 8 or 9 positions. 193.15. They're going faster than the pole, but that is not a surprise since the draft helps the speed. John Kernan is down in Rudd's pit.
Gary Nehart and the crew go to work. They'll take the air cleaner off. They will work on the distributor. All of a sudden, Ricky had a really bad miss in the car, in the engine, so they will take the air cleaner off, check out the distributor, and they hope to get Ricky out, or it could be terminal.
Rudd waiting while the action continues on the racetrack. Here comes Schrader and Wallace in the low line, along with Mark Martin.
That's straight awfully good race cars. 4, 5 really good race cars on the inside. So let's see if we can they can get hooked up, get nose to tail, and go up and catch Earnhardt.
Now, certainly that's the shortest way around down on the inside. I said a moment ago that the high side was the place to be. I guess it depends on which race cars are on the low side, because Kenny Schrader is leading a draft up through there that's working right now.
It also includes Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin, Ernie Irvin, and Jeff Gordon. High from above, Talladega Superspeedway in the Family Channel blimp.
Davey Allison down there as well in that group.
There is an indication of the banking, 33 degrees.
I just really would never have believed that Mark Martin would be able to come back from the rear to get up here in the front pack this early. Only about 15 laps have been run, and here he is up there in the front pack.
It's not working for Schrader and these guys, because the last time by, he was alongside Sterling Marlin, so they haven't really gained anything on that inside line. But where are they going to go? There's no place to go on the outside, so they're kind of hung on the inside right now.
The 90 car of Bobby Hillin started 41st. We're riding with him. He's right behind Joe Ruttman, and up there to the right now is Jeff Bodine, and ahead of Bodine is Morgan Shepherd. You can see how quickly he has moved up from 41st to 29th, dropped back to 34th, caught the draft again, and has now moved to 23rd. And John Kernan has another update on Ricky Rudd.
Guys, not good news for the Todd Chevrolet Rick Hendrick team. They were pushing the car back to the garage area. Apparently the camshaft is broken. The distributor was not turning. Gary Nehart, all he could say was that camshaft broken. Said, yep, it's over for us today.
Well, a tough break for Ricky Rudd. He will finish in last position here as 16 laps have been completed. We've had a very clean, a very exciting side-by-side race so far. Come back with us in just a moment to Talladega.
Mark Martin's in 5th.
Yeah, now the inside line's going because Earnhardt's pulling. He's moved down.
Spencer.
Here comes Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh, Schrader made a wise move there.
Yeah.
He tried to fake Spencer into going on the inside. He was going on the outside. Now he's going to try Spencer on the inside. Tell you what, Schrader got me a horse, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Well, now
Schrader's in big trouble.
Yeah.
Once David made
Well,
it,
now Jeff.
he jumped back in there right quick. Schrader didn't wait around.
Rusty.
Almost. They all need to make a green flag pit stop and just kind of sort it out.
No kidding.
Making me nervous. Look coming here, Rusty. Look coming here.
We are back at Talladega, and look who has worked himself up front. In fact, challenging Earnhardt for the lead. On the bottom is Rusty Wallace. Davey Allison is right behind him. Then Ken Schrader and Jeff Gordon up in the top line. It's Earnhardt, Spencer, Martin, and Irvin.
Rusty Wallace led that last lap. He got 5 bonus points for leading that last lap. Now Davey tries to go the inside. Rusty blocks.
Blocks him again as he moves back up the other way.
He says, come on, Davey, let's get by that other car, that 3 car.
I think Rusty Wallace came into this race. As we said earlier, this hasn't been his strongest suit is on these restrictor plate tracks. That if he could come out of here with the 10th or maybe even the 15th place finish, that he might be happy. But he's not thinking that way right now.
A salute also to Jeff Gordon, that car on the left of your screen on the bottom line.
And Rusty Wallace is cleanly in front. Now, if he moves up, he'll get Earnhardt.
And there is the drafting freight train that has formed. And Jerry Punch has a comment on Rusty Wallace, who now leads.
We know they have a great engine program in-house in the Penske Racing South team with David Evans, but what they have here is a new Pontiac R&D engine from Mike Kennedy, Racing Engine Development Shop out of Trinity, North Carolina. Now, Mike Kennedy built the power plant. It's in the car number 2 and the car number 44 for today's race. It should be the strongest Pontiac we've ever had at Talladega, and I believe he's proven it right now.
He sure as the world is proving it. He's pulled away a little bit from Earnhardt.
Schrader got, well, I thought for a second he did drop down on the inside. He decided that was not the place to be. He got back in line there.
So he leaves Davey hung out the ground on the inside. Davey's got a good line, but Ned Jarrett was right. Earlier on in the broadcast, he said it looks like the outside line, the cars are able to run a little bit freer and have a little more momentum off the corner, and therefore run just a tick faster on the outside.
And ladies and gentlemen, just an indication of how tense and exciting things are right now. Both of these guys up here on my right and left are former Winston Cup champions, and both of them are admitting to me that they're a little nervous here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is nerve-wracking.
We're off the corner number 4 into the tri-oval once again. John Kernan, Wally Dallenbach with a great run so far.
You know, Bob, with all the experience that Wally has gotten road racing, a lot of people say he's got to be one of the favorites in 2 weeks whenever we go to Sears Point. He told me this morning, he says, yeah, I feel very confident when we race on the road courses, but I want my first Winston Cup victory to come at an oval. And what better place for it to come than right here at Talladega.
Well, his best performance of the year has been at Daytona on a track very similar. He wound up in 10th position. Right now, he's hooked up in a draft with Jeff Gordon. Dale Jarrett is behind him. We talked about drivers who have recorded their first career NASCAR Winston Cup win at Talladega. Ken Schrader did, and Phil Parsons did in '88. Also Bobby Allison and Bobby Hillin.
Davey Allison, that's Bobby's son.
Yeah, Davey Allison.
First career victory. There you see Dale Jarrett making a career best on the inside of Jeff Gordon.
Made it work. Joe Ruttman drifting up high there and looked like coming very close to Rick Mast.
This is from the back of Jeff Gordon's car, looking back at Bobby Hillin's car.
And Bobby Hillin, who also had a good run at Daytona, is doing well again here, Jerry.
Indeed he is, Bobby. Qualified 41st. I didn't make the field and qualified. Took a provisional starting spot in the Heilig Myers Ford.